Hey guys, how are you? Anybody home?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Fantastic.
How you doing, Al? Jenna?
Yeah, it's good.
We
Doctor?
ruined Al's. We
You're good.
ruined Al's big intro.
Oh, we blew it. We
Yeah.
blew it. Let's start over.
All right, let's start
No,
over.
that was such a good like fake out.
Okay,
Well,
we're
I
gonna
thought
go
he was.
live in
I
three,
thought he was talking to the
two,
audience.
one. Here we go. Hey everybody, how are you? How are you doing,
Great. Everything's
Oh,
fantastic.
we're great. Yay.
Yeah. Yay.
All good here.
Jen? All good here. Yes, good to hear. Well, you gotta love live streams, man, and it's always,
Boy, he wasn't kidding. He said just jump right into it.
well, you gotta love it, especially when you're with friends, right? I mean, you can just let it all hang out, and it's always good. So, Jenna, how's New York? Did you get that cold front just come through?
It's coming through now. I guess we're about 21 degrees colder than it was
Yeah.
yesterday. I
Damn.
mean, like yesterday it's like
Yay.
beautiful, right? And then I swear to God, it's like a light switch. I mean, tomorrow's the first full day of fall, Friday, and then Saturday morning they're actually forecasting frost.
Oh my gosh, I would love
I'm
to have.
excited.
Yeah, killed my crabgrass, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just rude.
I noticed the leaves on the fig tree are falling off here, so it's getting that time.
Even in
Yeah.
Florida, huh? Wow. Bryan, Pennsylvania is obviously in the area where you're at. Pittsburgh, you're kind of
Yeah. It was.
western
The
state.
temperature dropped. Yesterday was 85, and today was 60. So summer's over. Okay.
Yeah.
Summer
So
is
that's it.
over.
I think yesterday was the last hot day. The last one.
Yep.
So we have a lot of people joining us, guys. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, do all the administrative stuff that I'm supposed to do, and don't forget to subscribe to Ray Kelly's channel, Brian's channel, which is TRD Drones. And we got Jack Rabbit Scott's channel, and don't forget Jenna C. And lastly, don't forget Duranafy. So tonight it's just open mic. We're just going to be discussing whatever you guys want to talk about. So, ladies, go first. Jenna, why don't you kick off the show and tell us what you want to talk about?
Well, we could talk. Well, I've been flying the Avata a little bit, I guess. I've flown it twice, crashed it once. So I have to say, I really do like that little drone. It's fun. And I don't know, maybe because I don't fly it like my camera drones. You know, we were just chatting a little bit before the show. It's right. It's not like you're going to fly a 1500, camera drone in these little gaps and this, that, and everything else, and have a real fear of crashing it. Because if you do, you've got a hefty repair bill possibly in your future, but not with these little pusher drones and such. So yeah, I like flying that little guy.
Jenna, do you have the new set of goggles with it?
I do.
How do you like those?
I like those a lot. Being able to adjust those and kind of just get the view that you want to get. So I can't wait until they become backwards compatible. I mean, I have the first version or like the V2s or whatever, but but I got these just because I wanted to upgrade on goggles, and if I can, then maybe you can pair them. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. So
I'm waiting for the backwards compatibility
Yeah.
before I purchase. So
yeah.
So, Scott, are you going to be purchasing any VTXs that are compatible with the new drones? Or you, Jenna, are you going to be building anything and getting a new VTX that's compatible with the new?
Possibly, winter's coming up. Not my favorite time to fly because I don't like flying in the cold, and I don't think batteries like to fly in the cold. So it's kind of perfect build weather. So yeah, there could be something to build on the horizon.
well, I'm hoping, Al, if they make them backwards compatible, I won't have to worry about buying a new Vista or anything like that. I can use it on my old stuff.
Yeah. Because I would think it's what, an OcuSync 3, not the OcuSync 3 Plus that we're seeing with the Mavic 3 and the Mini 3. Because that's using that protocol to do the transmission. So, yeah. So, all right, so we're going to keep going around the table here. Scott, what are we going to talk about, man? Tell us what you want to talk about. We'll jump in it.
I haven't done much. My last big event that I went to was Ken Herron's show at Minefield 2022.
Oh, yeah.
Had a good time there. Again, got to meet new people. Got to meet Joe Fodolito, or Leo. It was nice meeting him, and got to see the first POS Nation fly formation, the Thunder Turds flying, with Max Air being the squad leader. Bob Casey
with Thunder Turds.
Bob Casey was one of the pilots. Joe Fodolito was one of the pilots. Barkley 107 Drones, he was one of the pilots. And then Jason Shepard, and I never get his name right, or his channel name is 101 Remote 101 Pilot, I think.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're
and
right.
So there was 5 of them, and that was fun to watch. Matter of fact, the POS of all things kind of dominated the show there. And, you know, that's Ken's favorite drone, you know. Barkley did a sticker slap on the bottom of the water tower, and he did it with that drone. He came up with some kind of contraption and was able to hit the bottom of the tower. And then I was trying to remember. I mean, Max flies that thing just like you would fly a regular you know, FPV drone, and he was just ripping all over the place. So,
yeah, he does a good job. He's only broken one arm, and that's it.
Now since then he's crashed. I don't know how many of those he has, but he's got one he calls Tank, and he finally broke it. I mean, he'd been trying to break it for a while, but he finally did break it. So,
that sound familiar, Brian? Brian's got something he's got to talk about here. Unfortunately, you're going to be the last one to talk about things here, Brian. I'll get you going here. All right.
But the only other thing I've done recently was I got to fill in for Dennis Lovelady on the Sunrise show, and that was a great honor. I tell you, I had a really good time. I may have bored everybody silly, but it didn't matter because I had fun.
You were great, Scott. You were great.
Well, I'm glad to hear you had fun, and Kelly thinks it was good. So, Mr. Ray Kelly, Captain Ray Kelly, I should say, how the heck are you, and what do you want to talk about?
Well, I tell you, you know, I'm doing well. You know, I can't believe that the summer is over. You know, I'll be going back to Florida for the winter pretty soon. But I did it. I had them flying my Mavic 3. You know, I did a nice lighthouse flight down in Patchogue, New York, here on Long Island, and but I even tried flying the drone that Brian gave me again, you know, but I just can't master this thing. But I'll keep trying, Brian, that's for sure. But I did end up doing a quick trip to Florida, and then I did a cruise over to the Bahamas, and I took a chance and put the Mavic Mini in my carry-on, and they didn't take it away from me when I boarded the cruise ship to go to the Bahamas. And I had received a letter permitting me to fly from the CAA, they call it, in the Bahamas. So I was able to fly in the Bahamas while I was down there, and that was cool.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Real nice.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. Do you have any footage you want to share with us? We'd love to see some. Of course, I want to see Jenna's latest crash on Nevada. And, Scott, you start teeing your stuff up, and
I'm already ready.
No, he's already ready. Okay, we'll start teeing it up, man. Everybody in the chat, thanks for joining. I appreciate you guys joining. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We have Susan, we have Charles, we have, oh my gosh, the New England Drone is here. Drone View Media's here. Yep. The Key Largo dude is here. I mean, Charles Galusky. I mean, just thanks for joining. Appreciate it. This is a fun show tonight. We have no topic. We're just talking about what we want to talk about. And so, with that said, I'm going to move on to TDR TDR Drones. Bryan, what do you have going on, man?
Well, the only thing I have is this little 249 gram drone
The
that this
Ruco.
company wants me to crash into a brick wall. So I'm going to do that. And actually, I took it out and flew it, and it actually flies pretty nice. And brushless motors. You know, it's in the mini category, you know, the 250 gram type deal. But yeah, it flies pretty nice. The camera is pretty decent, but they don't want that. They want me to crash it. So I'm going to crash it Saturday, or no, actually tomorrow after work. I'm going to take it over to the park and set the cameras up and let it rip. And that's about it.
And that's your story, and you're sticking to it.
Yeah, well, I already made the video, you know, the part where you do the, you know,
boxing and the little
I did all that crap. You know, that's all in the editor already. I'm just waiting to add the crash because it won't look like this after that. After tomorrow afternoon, it won't be looking like this no more. Okay, so,
well, tell me what wall you decided to use. Your building wall?
No, it's the bathroom at the park. They have a big
bathroom at the park.
They have a nice brick wall there where I can set a couple cameras up on there, get a couple of angles, and you know, I'll do a slow-mo on there and all that. So I'll set it up pretty nice.
So you need to put like a smoke bomb on it and send it down an inch.
I'm just gonna fly.
How about explosions? Let's have some.
It goes pretty
well,
fast.
That's when the special effects come into play. You know, after you get done with the video, you know, gets.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into the wall slow. I'm gonna be going into that wall full bore. Full bore. Okay.
We can't wait to see it, man. Well, you should probably do a live screen on that one. Do it live, man. That would be awesome. I wish I was next to, close to you, because I swear I'd be your cameraman in a second, like doing that thing live.
Yeah, I'm gonna set one camera. I'm gonna set right against the wall, so it'll come right in and right there. There'll be that part. And I think I'll set a camera underneath. So I'm gonna get some
straight up, straight down.
Right.
All the debris will be coming down.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some different angles. I hope I just.
I tell you, Bryan, this is going to be very, very cool, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, yeah. I did one. I was testing some prop guards for the Mavic Mini, and I set a camera up right up against the wall and ran the Mavic Mini into there. The prop guards actually worked really well, but. Yeah, that it's just having the camera set right against the wall like that. The view of it looks pretty cool. You know what I mean? So yeah. I think this will look even cooler with it smashing up.
Well, everybody loves a crash.
Yeah, yeah.
And as we were discussing backstage, you know, why does the company want you to crash it? Probably they want the views and they want the exposure, because we all know that a crash video gets you views.
Well, what if it actually bounces?
That would be fire, like Jenna said.
As fast as I know that this thing goes, because I flew it, and where I'm going to do this, it's not going to survive. Believe me, it's going to be dead.
Yeah.
There's no surviving what's going to happen to this thing tomorrow after work. Okay?
I can imagine. Well, I only wish I was there, man. So with that said, I have you guys start putting your videos into my queue. I have Rabbit FPV's video all set up. So start keying up the videos, guys, while we play this.
Well, it's not. Mine's not actually a video. It's just a still of a. Okay. When I did steal it out of a. But this is a. You know, when you go to drone meetups, you get to be flying with the best, so you always get to learn. And so this is what you do when the sun's too bright. This is how you fly your drone. The great Al Duran taught us this trick. Yeah. And I think old Harley FPV was harassing you. That's actually Ron Lockwood in the background.
That's Ron. I recognized him when you were zoomed in there.
That was a load of fun there. We really had a good time. And here's another thing when you're flying with Al, be careful, because I'm sitting there standing right beside Al and says, "Hey, look, a sailboat. Let's chase it." Well, I didn't think anything about it. I took off and sitting there flying, and I still hadn't got to that sailboat. And I finally did get there, and I came back, and I said, well, Al, did you fly it? He said, oh, no, it was too far. The battery was going to run out, so I didn't fly it. I'm thinking, oh, man, I risked my drone. But I learned a lot from that flight, so I'm glad he said it, and I'm glad we did it. So
yeah, we did. So to give you some context, I'm flying I'm actually flying the Hubsan Mini. What do they call that? The Mini
SE.
Anyway, the Mini Pro.
Oh, the Mini Pro. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so I took off, and I didn't notice until about 2-3 minutes in the flight that the batteries already had started to discharge and go into storage mode. So I was like at 48% battery. And we're trying to get to about 1.5 miles out to the sailboat.
yeah,
And in the middle of my flight, Greg FPV comes over and literally rips my shirt down.
yeah.
Blinds me.
Talking about a distraction.
I gave him, you know how that you give him that dirty eye look. Well, you want to hit play on your
There is no play. I told you that was a screen capture.
That's it.
You know what I had done was I thought I was being smart, and I was using my drone, and I was walking around interviewing everyone, and I found out I had no sounds. So I don't know. I might have to go back and do a voiceover just so I can remember what happened and what was going on. So
yeah, that would work, dude. Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
But it was a good time. I mean, we really had a great time. I mean, there's quite a few people out there on that beach flying, and we're that's when they put, how many drones were up in that? Was that 7 drones in that formation where everybody put their drone up and they took a picture of it? I actually have a picture of that too, and I can't remember how many was in that one, but I think it was about 7 drones at one time. You remember that? Were you involved with that?
We got up to 10.
Oh, was it 10? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't participate because I went and chased a sailboat, and I didn't have any battery left. So.
That was fun. Right. It was fun.
It really was.
All
it was a good time.
That was a super good time.
Looking forward to April 1st next year.
There you go.
All
We're
right,
up to 39 people on the list.
Yeah, we'll be over 100.
All right, so what Ray Kelly just sent me to preview is a video. Is that correct, Ray? In the messenger.
Yeah, I don't know how to share videos unless I'm in control here, but I don't know how to do it.
No worry, I'll pull it up for you.
That was my latest premiere. I did it today at 5 p.m. That's what I've been doing lately, these premieres.
Okay. So it keeps nagging people that you're coming on, right? That's the only thing that how I use the Premiere. Brian, how do you use the Premiere?
Yeah, I use it all the time. Usually only on Sunday mornings is the only time I use it. And I only use it if it's a real long video, okay, I'll use the Premiere feature. If it's a short video, 5-6 minutes, I don't use the Premiere. But I use it a lot. It actually it's really good for your algorithm. Yeah, a lot of people might not come in and watch it, but YouTube will push it because they want you to do it. So they'll push the Premiere video out ahead of other videos.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And another hint I'm going to give you is for you to make these little shorts videos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now my traffic on my channel is up 25% since I've been doing these shorts videos. And you can go out and make 20 of them in an hour. Okay. Keep them like 15 seconds. Believe me, they're going to drive a lot of traffic to your channel.
So Brian, when you make that short, do you use YouTube and do it there? Is that how you do it?
Yeah, I record them with my phone, and I just upload them with my phone.
Okay. Yeah, that's the whole trick, guys. Make sure you use the vertical format.
You have to use the vertical format
because otherwise it's just not going to look right.
Right.
I've tried it, and if you run it in a vertical format, it won't work.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to share Ray Kelly. Sorry to cut you off, Brian. Sorry about
It's
that.
okay.
Ray Kelly, do I need audio or are you going to talk through it?
No, well, actually, you know me. I tell a story as it goes.
All right.
But if,
You're going to narrate. I'm
yeah,
going to play
you
it.
can leave the audio on it, but I can tell it.
We're going to head down to Florida, and then we're going to hop on a cruise to the Bahamas.
Oh, is this the one? Is this the Bahamas video?
Yeah, I just
okay.
finished it. Yeah, and we got on the cruise ship, and I was so worried they were going to take. That's the cruise ship. Yeah.
Did you orbit the cruise ship?
Paradise, Margaritaville at sea. Yeah.
So you flew from the boat?
No. What I did was when we got to the Bahamas the next day, I jumped in a shuttle bus and we went to a beachfront resort, and I got permission to fly right there.
And then you got the boat shot from there. Got it.
Yeah. But this was just a video of showing a little bit of the cruise ship, and
you using your phone?
yeah, I use my iPhone 12. It works for me,
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to get it.
You could have made a lot of shorts videos out of that one little thing right there. You could have made,
thinking about it,
a ton of them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. Yeah.
Yep.
But we had a good time on this cruise ship. It wasn't that crowded. It's a small ship anyway. Yeah, the 2 hot tubs in the back. And I always go to the gym, not to work out, just to check it out.
He's looking for the hard bodies, man.
I always check out the buffet.
And go on a cruise ship and go and run on a treadmill.
Yeah. Well, one time I did actually film myself on the treadmill for about 30 seconds. And of course, I got
that's my style right there.
Right, that's what I'm going for. Give me the ice cream cone.
Right.
Yeah, and you know where that is, Al?
That's Peanut Island right there, man.
There you
World
go.
famous.
Yeah. That's your secret spot, man.
I know. I tell you, I love flying at Peanut Island. I really do.
I really do. I do too, man. That thing is so. But diving there too is good. Or I mean, snorkeling.
But it was a good. I've been on this ship already. It used to be called the Grand Classica, and it just does 2-night cruises over the Grand Bahama Island, and then you're back.
Well, how long does it take?
Short,
how long does it take
cruise.
to get to the island from when you leave Florida? Where at in Florida do you leave?
That's the port of Palm Beach, right there.
Okay, so you leave Palm Beach. When do you pull in? How long does it take you to pull into the Bahamas port?
They kill time during the night because they don't dock until the following morning at 7 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But to keep feeding you, right, and making you drink.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things where they had great entertainment. They have a Jimmy Buffett type show now on this ship, and Jimmy Buffett songs. You got to be into Jimmy Buffett to enjoy it, of course.
Looks like it's some rain going on there.
Yeah, a rainstorm came through like I did on my voiceover there. It lasted about 20 minutes. Then the sun came back out. And I went in the hot tub. So, but it was just fun, and the rest. Not that it's boring, but I know it's boring for a lot of people. It's like showing your vacation video. You know what I mean? And you stayed at that white building there, Al. That's the Marriott.
Yeah, well, I was just getting ready to say, that right there is a good place to dive or snorkel. Tons of fish.
Yeah.
And I'll be staying there next April too, so I'm looking forward to it. Oh, we'll definitely hook up with you and Cheryl again for sure.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we'll go to the Southern Kitchen again.
Yeah, I love that Sunday Kitchen place, man. Whatever waffles we had that day were fabulous.
Yeah. No, that's our favorite breakfast restaurant.
It looks like Cheryl's having a good time there.
Yeah. They brought her a cake and they sung happy birthday to her. So, and she gets embarrassed when they do things like that.
Ray, you do a wonderful job on these videos. Good job, buddy.
Well, yeah. Thanks, Al. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they were just
But
awesome.
part 2 will be when we get to the resort, and I'll do my drone flying in part 2. So
That's a teaser, guys. So don't forget, check out his channel.
but I got to say, this show was very, very good.
No shoes on, man. You're talking Margaritaville.
Yeah, no, it was good. We had a good time.
And back.
And now we're over in the Grand Bahama, pulling in the next morning.
Wow, look at that sky.
But this is going to be a little tease for the next one, you know.
Right.
Now, when they pull into the port, do they let you get off the boat and walk around or anything?
Oh, yeah. You get right off. You go right outside the terminal, get a taxi or a shuttle bus, and it brings you to the resort. You know, we've been there, so we know. Or you could do it through the ship as one of their shore excursions. But this gentleman was from North Carolina, and I did a little interview with him. He was celebrating his 30th wedding anniversary.
Just don't miss the boat.
Yeah. But look at that. Look at the sunrise.
Man, that is just incredibly nice.
And the captain actually had to turn that ship completely around and dock on the port side of the ship. And that's the resort, and that'll be part 2. There we go. There's my mini.
There's the mini.
So, thanks for showing that, Al.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah, it looks fun. I'm going to go ahead and hit the stop. Okay, so Jenna, anything from you?
Yeah, I can share my screen, if that's okay.
Please do.
Alrighty. Yeah, let me share screen. Share screen. Share screen. Share that screen. So we'll just share the screen that I'm sharing the screen. Yeah, we'll share this video right here, or part of it. So with this is where I'm taking off. This is the Avata. Just taking off, and I'm just gonna fly around. I'm gonna speed it up because you got 3 minutes of me just flying around the neighborhood here a little bit, and I'll stop at maybe a little bit. But this is the hill that I live on, and you can see. This is actually Binghamton over here, and Johnson City, and then like the triple cities. And just it's a nice little bedroom community up here on the hill. This is our normal mode. I'm not in manual. I haven't adjusted the sticks yet because I want some people to fly this with the goggles on, and they don't know how to fly acro or manual mode. So, but this is just in normal mode. I just like the way it flies, just the responsiveness on the sticks. It's kind of.
How do you like the camera?
It's nice. This is the camera. I think it might be 4K. I think I got it set on. And there's like no. This is just straight out of the camera.
How's the range on it?
Jenna.
Range is good. I just flew down the hill a little bit. I don't know, maybe half a mile, like no problems at all.
Yeah.
All the while, mind you, having it in visual line of sight. Just want to make that clear.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
That's without saying.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, it's just like zipping around and just, I wouldn't zip around, with a $1,500 camera drone like this. So, well, maybe I would, but
Have you tried out the O stop button?
No, not yet. And this is actually with the controller. It's not with the hand controller. So it's actually with the radio remote. So yeah, I just it's just kind of fun to fly.
I bet you it looks so clear. Have you been using post-production stabilization when you're rendering the video?
No, this is straight out of the camera.
Okay. So did you get a 1-year subscription for the there's two stabilizations that we're usually familiar with, real steady, but that is not being used with the Avata, correct?
There's two different modes to steady video, I think, out of the camera. There's like, and I have to look up as to what they are. It's kind of like rock steady. So this is the one video. And then there's something like, I don't know, rock steady or something. But
yeah, rock steady is DJI's proprietary EIS. It's electronic image stabilization. They call theirs rock steady.
Right.
And then you've got Horizon Steady too. So
that's the other one, and that's not being done here.
Okay.
So Horizon Steady, but I think it's like rock steady, where it just smooths out the video a little bit. And so, this is backyard. Like I wouldn't fly, my Air 2S around like this. So
you're doing a great job, Jenna.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just fun to fly, and it is, like incredibly steady too. So it's really nice.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Just zipping around the back. Yeah, looks great.
Nothing.
There's the moonshine right there on the table.
Yeah, watch what you're videoing.
Yeah.
We'll see the still in a minute. Nice. The still's back here on the mountainside.
Yep. That it
is.
Don't
worry, Jenna. We're all 420 friendly. We're okay.
I know. That's my knife board, so that's where I throw my knives.
And that's the fence that got hammered, huh?
Right, yeah.
All right, you're getting nice and adventurous here. Cruising.
Yeah, so it's like, gee, where's Jenna going to actually crash it?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's coming. The suspense is building, right?
Yeah, well, this isn't a cheap drone, but it's
Hey, question: does it have a beeper?
Yes. Wait, but the battery's got to be attached.
Oh.
So I'm actually working back there, trying to remove some trees. That's why the fence is down. Those are all ash trees, and a lot of them have died. So I need to take them down.
Shame.
Which
I hear it's good wood to burn. That's all I know about it.
But I wouldn't fly the like the Air 2S through all this stuff.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Oh, nice.
But that's just it. That's where, it's nice to kind of fly it through these things, right? Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
no. Just be careful because those freaking prop guards will hook on stuff.
Yeah, and here we are.
Hey,
now we're down.
Yeah, thank God you came down because I am telling you, those prop guards will hook on those little branches and you'll be doing some tree climbing.
Yeah.
Is that aphids on the bottom of that leaf?
No, I don't think so.
Did your battery stay in?
Yes, it did. And, I got the drone. Yes, that's it. But, I got the drone after that. It literally just brushed off the dirt. No damage to it at all.
Nice.
So yeah, that's that's my little foray with the Avata.
Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, so we have a lot of questions. How do you initiate your beeper? Is there a switch that you programmed on your RC to turn the beeper and then turn on? And then the battery.
I haven't used it. I haven't used it.
Yeah, that's definitely try that because that would be.
Yeah, you better have figured it out before you need it.
You got to figure it out before you need it.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that's why I've been flying around the house, and
that's one of the things that happened at Minefield 2022. A guy got stuck on the very top of that water tower, and it would have been easy to turtle mode it off, but he didn't have turtle mode, so it was stuck up there. So that became the new thing. We sat there and watched a guy with a spork actually finally push that thing off, which is
right.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I tried turtle mode on that, but it wouldn't, because when I found it, it was like at an angle. So it wouldn't, I mean, turtle mode wouldn't have worked, and plus it was in the plants and everything else. So yeah, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. So before I do anything like Scott is saying, I mean, I test my turtle mode like 10 times, so I know exactly what I need to do.
Oh, look, I'll tell you how much Al will use it. He'll burn up some motors getting it out of a tree.
I will chop down the tree, man. When I was over Johnny's place, man, I provided a tree service for him. I cut a few branches off for him.
But you did that, didn't you? Get one stuck up when you were at Virginia, and I think you really spun the motor so much. I think one of them finally got hot. And
and it worked. I got it back, and now I have a gimbal. What is it? Excessive something on my gimbal, on my motor. So I'm like, my Air 2S is freaked out. So I'm going to have to either sell it, fix it, or just take pictures because, man, it has spasms. I think it's like, it has spasms. I was going to put it
Does it do that where it goes like this? Is it doing this where it's jiggling like this? That's the cable.
Yeah, that's a cable. Okay.
Yeah, that's the cable because that happened on my Mavic Pro when I had that repaired. That's what it is. When it's doing that, that's the cable.
Receipt the cable and you're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Or replace it.
Yeah, you can
replace the cable, but it's not an easy deal. You know, it's not. You got to be skilled at doing those kind of repairs.
Which I did that actually because a friend of mine crashed my Mavic Pro and broke the camera on it and cable and blah blah blah. And I ordered another camera on the Mavic Pro and I replaced it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Hey guys.
Jenna has skills.
Sorry to interrupt.
I said Jenna has skills.
Jenna watches a lot of YouTube. That's what Jenna does.
Well, no, Jenna has skills, Brian. Yeah. She's built her own. So yeah. We have 27 people in the chat. We have 12 thumbs up. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys, if you enjoyed it. We have a bunch of people joining in. David Lorenzo, welcome. You got John from Flying Flea Media joined. Susan Lee is joined. Maddie from Maddie's Drone World is joined. God Bless America is here. Thank you, guys. And that's just a few. I'm sorry if I missed a couple more. That is really cool little drone, Jenna. It sounds like it's your new best drone.
I like it. It's fun to fly, and like I said, I crashed it, and not a scratch on it. It's fine. And so those little guys definitely built to take a licking, and so I'm not so fearful of actually crashing it now. I mean, well, I am. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be total maniac with it, but I like it. And it's kind of like my other one that I was flying, little Gep RC, 25. I mean, and those drones, with the props, right? Little pushers and cinewhoops and things like that. There's something to be said about them. I mean, it's not necessarily, crazy freestyle, whatever, but I'm not joining the DRL anytime soon, so I don't necessarily have to worry about it.
Now, is that drone better than that other FPV thing DJI had? That thing they came out with a couple of years ago?
Oh, we call it EOS.
It's a different style.
Is it?
So, yeah. So when
I
you fly,
I don't do FPV, so I don't really know anything about these.
Oh, it's a cinewhoop, but yeah, it's kind of like a cinewhoop type drone.
So that's a lot slower and just kind of glides around. Whereas the FPV, DJI FPV, you fly fast and do flips and rolls and all kinds of things. With the cinewhoop, now I've seen some people fly it almost like that, but you just kind of glide around and go through gaps, and it's more cinematic.
Yeah, it's more cinematic, but it's like my Gep RC, the 25 I have. I've been doing flips and rolls with that and everything else. So little dives and whatnot. So you can do it. It's
not as you can do it, but it's a lot calmer about doing it.
It is, and I'm a relatively calm person, so That fits me.
Well, I'll tell you, we had a little mini meetup.
I bet Jenna's wild.
Yeah, I bet she is.
Where's my buttons? You push them. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I hear you. So I have a video I want to share. Brian, you got your videos ready?
He just walked away.
Oh, did he? Okay. So I'll fill in for Brian. And so
He just came back.
Brian, why don't you go ahead and queue up one of your videos?
I don't know how to do any of that kind of stuff on here.
Oh, on lower right hand side, you'll see a share button all the way at the bottom. And you hit the share button, and then you can pick to choose a video file. It'll play an MP4 file, but nothing else. Or you could just share your screen, or you can send me the link, and I'll play it for you.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta.
Well,
It'll share a file. Hold on a minute. I'm looking real quick. I have that video I did at the what was it? Just give me a second, Al. Just
yeah. No problem at all. All right, so I am gonna play. Let's see. What was I gonna? Oh, Peanut Island stuff is always good, right, Captain Ray? Peanut Island's always good to play.
Yeah, I like Peanut Island.
That's a.
But I tell you, you got a couple of celebrities in the house now. Johnny Drofly.
Johnny, and 107 Drones is here too. Yeah, man, we are. Let me see if I can find Peanut Island here real quick. Peanut.
Yeah, no, I had peanuts after lunch or after dinner. So.
Good one, Jenna. Good one. All right. So I did a short, and I did a really bad short for Peanut Island because I did it in vertical mode, but I want to share it with you guys.
I was going to say, does that make it long if it's bad short?
Good one, Jenna. Good one. All right. So, Mr. Ray Kelly, you're probably going to enjoy this. You recognize this inlet, right? And
it looks good.
And let's see. Let's go back 10 seconds. We won't go back 10 seconds. All right.
A nice sport fish. Viking. Looks like a Viking.
Yeah. And this is the Air 2S.
Oh, yeah. There it is. The diving area.
And there's
snorkeling area.
And there's a GoPro shots.
Well, there's no drones at the bottom. That's good.
That's good. Yeah, Jenna. Very good.
Boy, that water's clear.
It's nice when you incorporated drone flying and underwater video.
Mm-hmm. And I was trying to just put it short together, but since I did it in vertical mode, it didn't work well, you know?
So you can walk out there, or how do you get out there?
You can take a boat.
Or a private boat.
Okay.
Yeah. Do not swim. You will be fined $500.
Really?
Yeah, because you're crossing a channel, and you will get in trouble.
So you can get run over by a ship?
Well, ships will probably have to stop, and that'll create a problem, right, Mr. Ray Kelly?
Kayaks, too. You can go there. I went there by kayak a couple of times.
Yeah, you can go by kayak for sure.
Yeah.
I queued up a video, Al.
Okay.
It's just the one I did last year. It's the only thing I had laying on my desktop. It's a tree growing. That's an old water tower in Pittsburgh. Right there.
You know, that tree's going to be safe from the zombie apocalypse. The last tree on Earth.
That's actually a camouflage tree.
Yeah. That tree's no dummy.
A nice shot. Trains. I love trains.
This is done with the Mini 2. Yeah, I did that last summer with the Mini 2.
That's nice, Brian. Very nice.
So what plant is that? Steel plant?
That's the Perry blast furnace. That's my bald head down there.
I saw the shine.
That's off the shine.
I know, because I got the same problem.
You can see that thing from
With
outer
reflection
space.
square.
Oh, thanks, ND, so much for the donation. Appreciate that so much. Happy Thursday, guys.
Micro drones.
Hey, Bill, how you doing? Haven't seen you in ages.
Bill, thank you. I like the
Great
dramatic music,
video,
man. Yeah. You know that dramatic music coming in and hitting.
There's the Mini 2 coming in.
Coming in, man. It's going to do some trimming there.
Yep.
All
That
right.
was
Thank you.
Nice.
That was
All
the best that was the best video I ever made that nobody watched.
right.
People here, I think more people probably watched it on this show than ever watched it when I posted it.
All right.
But you,
All right.
you love that Mini too, right?
I love that thing. I love
All right.
it.
So I'm going to play a beach restoration video. Okay. Here we go. Let's play it. Now, there's a guy doing the pull-ups there. You see him doing pull-ups?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me back it up. So
What's that, a dredger?
See right here? This guy right here doing pull-ups.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure
I
enough.
see.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing
Man, he's
pull-ups.
going to town too, buddy.
He's showing off for you, Al.
This is right in front of the Marriott there at West Palm Beach. This is Virginia Beach. And these are the ships that are being used. Those hoses that you see there are pumping sand back into the beach.
Right, exactly. They're dredging.
And there's the sand being pumped to the beach. And you can see that,
Wow.
you know, all the earth movers pushing it around. And that is Virginia Beach there. This shot there was the FEMI 2018 X8.
I still have that one.
Interesting.
In fact, that's the only one.
Yeah,
I
I don't think I've
never
ever
bought
got
any
it.
other one.
Yeah, that was, and then I still haven't published any of these videos that I need to publish. And I was just like, have you guys ever seen dogs do just really long jumps? All right, so I'm going to play this one. All right, I'm going to share it. This is the competition video. I entered a competition here in Richmond, Virginia, and I'm going to share a file. And it's going to take me a little bit to find it, I think. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Where's the air dogs? Air dogs. Oh, gosh. Don't you hate it when you need to show something under pressure, you forget where's that?
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. Hopefully.
Did you do that, Al?
Oh, man, I'll get it. At the end of the cockpit, I say, "Here's the time," and I'm using a also, so anything that they get too, I want to give one away. You guys are going to help me give it away.
Hey, Al, is that the little body of rapids there? Is that where the Skydio is?
It's buried.
Yeah.
En nombre del Padre, el Hijo y el Espíritu Santo.
You know, that was one of the first videos I saw of Al's. That Skydio.
Oh, that one? Oh my gosh, yeah.
No, I think the first video I seen of Al's was the it was either the FEMI crash where remember it landed under the railroad tracks or whatever. Yeah.
I agree.
Well, Skydio did you right, Al, right? They replaced it, right?
They did. Skydio has stood up behind the product and they fixed it. And also, I still have it here. I'm having some issue with my RC controller, but you don't need the RC to fly it because you got that little
the beacon.
The beacon, yes.
Yeah, I just charged mine up here, right here. I just charged mine.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna fly this tomorrow after I get done smashing that drone into the wall. I'm gonna fly the Skydio.
I am getting horrible feedback. Was that me? It must be me. Let me.
It's either that or the beans, either one.
Yeah.
Is my audio good?
Yeah, I hear you, Ray.
Okay. So did it go away? And Ray, say something?
I was just wondering if my audio is good.
It's okay.
It's fine.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. It feels like the feedback went away, so that's good. All right, good. So we are approaching at the end of the show, man. We've been having a good time. Everything's flying by here. Wow. Interactive DNA just joined. I had a dog named Femi. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? She was crazy. She kept going through walls with no reason. Oh man. Oh man, that Femi drone is still relevant today, especially with that new feature they have out now. And it's got that little, that little interface that you can plug stuff into it, and it's programmable and it's open source. So it's pretty cool, that new 2022 Femi X8 that they have out. It's taken a page from the Mavic 2 Enterprise series, where you can put all those attachments on top. So that's
like the sonar and the spotlight and all that crap.
Lights
the
and
Evo has that.
speakers.
Now. Yeah, that speaker and all that crap. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So I do have a video for Scott here. I think Scott would appreciate this one. Let me see if I can play it. And video file, and then I'll have to find it. Top crashes of the week. All right. For YouTube, 58 seconds. So I was trying to do the shorts again, but it didn't.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
This one I really hate because I lost $100.
Oh.
Ooh.
So that was the top crashes of the week.
That's cool.
Well, I saw that one guy kept flying into that glare. No wonder he can't see. Flying directly right into the sun. You're like Icarus. You know, you're flying right into the sun. You're gonna.
Well, what ended up happening, Brian, is that I hit a branch and it ripped off my ND filter off the GoPro. And as soon as it did, of course, all my exposure is now different. Because generally what I do is take my GoPro, point it to the sky, change my ISO so I can see the clouds.
Right.
Definition, and then my GoPro is set. And then I mount it on my quadcopter, and then I fly it. And that day, I hit a branch, and it ripped off my ND filter. So I lost my ND filter that day, and then I crashed it. And then later on, I went to another site and cracked the lens on the GoPro.
Oh, man.
And then later, the same day, I went to Bell's Island and drowned a diatom mini whoop, very similar to the Avata, and it had my Instago 2 on top of it, and it went to the bottom.
That's the day you know you shouldn't have put the keys in the car.
Yeah, that's the day you should have just cut your losses and run, right?
That would be very frustrating for me. No, I couldn't deal with it, I don't think.
That was a $900 mistake day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That one hurt.
That's when you roll over and go back to bed.
Yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
and that's when you wonder why you're drinking, right? Cheers.
Yeah, you got Steve Carpenter all the way from California in the house.
Yeah, it's Chris Wedgeworth in California too. So thanks for joining, guys. SC Ariels has joined us. Anyway, we are coming to the end of the show, so we're going to go start from Brian this time. Brian, any shameless promotions you want to talk about?
No, well, stay tuned Saturday for the crash. The
Brian?
crash of the drone.
Yes. Brian's
I'm
going to be
recording that
crashing
tomorrow.
Show us that drone again, Brian. Show us that little drone you're going to crash.
Oh, hold on one second. I just put it back over here.
I'll bring him back. We don't want to see his butt walking around in front of us. So remove. No, I was supposed to say remove from studio. Banned. You are banned from. There it is. Let me enlarge you, Brian. Yeah. So Brian has been tasked to crash this into a brick wall and see what happens. So I hope you run all your cameras at very high shutter speed so we can see it in slow-mo.
I am going to do that with at least one of them. That's the one I'm going to set up against the wall.
So guys, don't forget to hit Brian's channel, TDR Drones and Ebikes. All right, going around the circle here. Captain Ray, you're next.
Well, I'll tell you, I love Brian's channel, by the way. I've been following Brian for years now, and I love his reviews. But I just want to say thank you for inviting me on, Al. I appreciate it, And I want to tell everybody that it's never too early to sign up for the South Florida Drone Meetup, because I got the list. I got the list right here on the iPad, and I'll add your name and give you a number. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a raffle prize with one of these numbers. Somebody's going to win a raffle prize to where they signed up on the original list. So, but you got to be there to get it. But anyway, and I got a great show lined up for Monday. I got a retired captain from the Missoula County Sheriff's Office. He started in Montana, that is, and he started up their drone program, and he's going to tell us all about it. And he's an experienced drone pilot, so it should be fun.
Wonderful, Ray. Thank you. All right, moving on to Jack Rabbit here. Scott, what do you have, brother?
Well, I want to promote the South Florida Drone Meetup 2023, and what I have noticed is what is this, the third year that you'll be doing this, Ray? Is that right?
Yeah, third annual.
Well,
yeah.
He's big time now because I don't see the yellow pad anymore. He's actually on an iPad. So, man, if you guys can go, we're talking big time now.
Well,
there's going to be, I think there's going to be a drone show and there's going to be fireworks and it's going to be great. I think Mickey Mouse may even come. So I really don't have anything. If I wanted to promote anything, it's the drone community. Everybody in here is just great people, and I really, really do love everybody that's here. They're just so much fun.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott. Jenna, you're up.
Well, I'll always promote the ladies. You know, Kim Confused. She's always got some good stuff going on. And Tammy Jean, she's going to be up tonight. And always a South Drone meetup. And I have to say, Interactive DNA. You know, I haven't seen DNA outside of work in like forever. It's great comment. So kudos to Interactive Deoxyribonucleic Acid. If you didn't know what DNA stands for.
Right. Awesome, guys. Awesome show tonight. Thanks for coming, everybody. Ray, Bryan, Scott, Jenna, as usual. Thanks for keeping me in line. Appreciate it. Everybody have a great weekend. Hope you guys get a chance to go out there and fly. And just fly, right? Just go out and fly. All right, Joe, let's wave goodbye to everybody. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
Good night.
Hey, pleasure.
Have a good weekend.